What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to be doing a reading for all my Gemini Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of May 21st and June 20th, then you are a Gemini Sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a spread that I created surrounding money and abundance. I call it the Financial Abundance Spread, and this is a reading that's designed to tell us a few things about how you relate to money. It's going to tell us your relationship with money, what blockages you may have towards money, how you can improve your relationship to money, and the outcome that you will see if you make those changes. So hopefully it's going to tell us about how you relate to money. And one thing I do want to be very clear about before we go any further is that this is a general reading for a large group of people. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone. I encourage you to take what works for you and leave the rest. But if you do want a specific reading from me where I tap into your energies, we get a little bit more personal with it, then you can head over to my website and book a personal reading. It's lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot. I've got my citrine crystals out in Ootin and Boot, and they're ready to go, ready to observe your relationship towards money. So let's get into it, Gemini friends. The first card we're going to look at is your current relationship with money now at this time. We've got the Three of Swords. All right, before I get into it, I just want to reiterate, okay, this is not for everyone. Not every Gemini is going to feel this way. But I get the feeling that a lot of you are kind of not in a good place. The feeling I'm getting from this card is that there's a little bit of a disappointment, a little bit of a yearning, maybe kind of a, what's the best word for this? Just kind of, let's stick with disappointment. I think that's probably the best way to describe it, is disappointment surrounding money, heartache surrounding money. And this all is tied into ego. It's your ego that's feeding you. This is not truly how you feel. This is what your mind is telling you about money. And it could be disappointment from not having enough money, or maybe some financial project fell through. You know, it could be a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but I feel as though right now there's some money woes, and your relationship with it is kind of low vibrational, and it's a cause, or it's a product of the ego kind of influencing your way of being. The ego saying, oh, you know, I didn't make enough money, I'll never make enough money, right? That sort of stupid thing. That's what the ego does. It's horrible. Why does it do that? Well, I know why it does that. It's because society programs it to do that. But that's a story for a whole different video. Okay? So yeah, I think we need to clean up some of your relationship with money woes here. And we'll see how to do that in the upcoming cards. So let's look at this card here. This card represents blockages that you may have towards money at this time. We've got the King of Cups. Huh. Interesting. I think there's a creative block. I think that the problem here is that there's not enough passion, there's not enough emotion, and there's too much ego in the way that you relate to money. And I think your blockage here is that you're not using your creativity to increase your financial abundance. Or maybe it's better to say you're not using your creativity to its full potential. You're not using your emotions to their full potential to create abundance. And what I mean by that is, you know, we are creating abundance through our actions, right? So we go to work, we get paid, right? But we're also manifesting and creating money through our emotions. And you know, wherever we place our emotions, that's kind of what's going to grow. So if we feel negative emotions surrounding money, then we're going to get negative outcomes surrounding money. If we're hopeful and we're passionate and we're full of love and all these things towards money, then you're basically telling the universe, and sending the universe a message saying, I want more of that. But I think that's what's being blocked here. I think that there's not enough positive emotions into your financial abundance. There's not enough creativity put into your financial abundance. And so I think that they're creating blockages here. I think there's too much ego is what I feel right now. There's too many thoughts about money and not enough emotions about money. Positive emotions. So interesting. Let's go on over to this next card, which represents steps that you can take at this time to increase your financial abundance, but also improve your relationship with money. And we've got the Fool card. And I think what you need to do, Gemini friends, is bring in some new stuff, some new energy, some new passion. You know, the Fool card is about taking an unknown leap into the abyss and just hoping for the best. Okay? And I think that's what needs to happen here. I think maybe the way you've been making money is becoming kind of stagnant. Maybe it's boring to you, or maybe it's causing you negative thoughts. Maybe it's causing you disappointment, like we said. And I think there needs to be some new ways to create here, new ways to manifest. I'm not saying you should quit your job, but I am saying that, you know, maybe on an energetic level, you need to bring in some new energy. Maybe you need to look at your old job with new eyes or new emotions. Maybe you need to reinvigorate, maybe change what you're doing at your job, do it in a different way, or find a new job, or maybe not even a job. Maybe find a creative outlet that you can do on nights and weekends that can help you to rekindle your enthusiasm and remove the disappointment that you may be feeling right now. So just taking a new step in a new direction, I think, is going to help you immensely. It's going to shift the way you think about money. It's going to shift the way that you attract money to you. And it's going to shift the way that you think and feel about it. And I think that's the most important thing, is taking that leap of faith is going to rattle things up a little bit. And I think that's exactly what you need at this time. Things feel stagnant right now. Things feel like you've been doing it over and over and over and you're sick of it. That's what I feel like. So take some new actions, try new things out. Maybe they don't all work out, but you know, maybe they will. And it could lead to some financial abundance in the future. Speaking of the future, let's go on to this last card, which represents the outcome. The future outcome you will expect to see if you make the changes that I have expressed here today. And we've got these 6 of Swords. So the Swords energy is back, but in a much more positive way. The 6 of Swords is about movement, is about change. And for some of you, this Fool card, this jump into a new thing, is going to lead to literal movement. It might take you to new places. You might find yourself traveling and experiencing more of the world. That's one way it could manifest, but it could also manifest in just shifting your perspective, shifting your thoughts, shifting the way you think about money to a new place. And both of those things are going to help get you out of a rut. It's going to help you to see things more clearly. And just the need for change, the need for movement is very important here, is what I'm getting, Gemini friends. And if you do the things that I outlined, if you take that leap of faith into something new, I think you're going to see a shift, and a very positive shift. If you don't like where you're at financially right now, then this shift is going to be very helpful to you. It's going to take you to a new place. It's going to help shift the way you think about money, away from disappointment, away from just blah, and towards hope and optimism. And so only positivity coming from these cards right now, if you can make the change. So very cool, Gemini friends. It seems like there's some work to do. Now that we've seen the cards as a whole, I can definitely say there's stagnation, there's disappointment, there's just not feeling it, right? Not feeling money right now, and just having a weird relationship with it where maybe you just think negatively about it when there's no real reason. Maybe in your mind there's a reason, but that's just your ego mind telling you there's a reason. There's no real reason to have any negative viewpoints towards money. So stop listening to your ego. Stop listening to your brain. Your brain doesn't know what it's saying. Okay? Your brain is self-sabotaging. And as this card says here, we need to open up to the heart. We need to open up more to emotion and passion. And I think you need to inject some emotion and passion into the way that you attract money to you. You need to love money, and you need to use your creativity to create money. And you know, we're all creative in so many different ways, so I hate to say, you know, go paint or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. Use your creativity as much as you possibly can, and money will come as a result of it. Steps you need to take is to jump off that cliff and try something new. Don't worry about where you're going to land. I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay? Just try something new is kind of the gist of it. And enjoy it, right? It's an adventure. And see money with more optimism, with more hope, and with more, new is the feeling I'm getting here. We need to get out of this rut, and you need to do it by bringing in the new. And if you can do that, if you can bring in the new, I think we're going to see some movement. It's going to take you to a new place. And that's exactly what you need, Gemini friends. The feeling that I get is that a lot of you need to shift. And the Six of Swords is, look at this, they're traveling to a new place. They're traveling to somewhere, maybe it's unknown, maybe it's scary. The unknown is scary for a lot of people, but at least it's not disappointment. At least it's not just negativity. Okay? So that is the reading for my Gemini friends. I hope you guys got something out of that. Do all the YouTube stuff if you would. Like, share, subscribe. If you guys would please maybe share my videos, I would really appreciate it. The way I look at it is the more people who see these videos, the more healing that I can bring, or that we can bring. So I would appreciate if you share these videos with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your coworkers, or social media would be great, just to spread the healing around. I would appreciate that greatly, so thank you for that. And that is the reading, Gemini friends. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you love and light. And, you got a little bit of work to do, but if you can shift your way of thinking and bring in some new energy, I think you're going to bring in some new financial abundance opportunities. So, good luck on that, Gemini friends. I want to wish you love and light. I want to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.